Hey, it's Farrah Sue. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to blow dry and flat iron my hair. I'm starting off on cleaned and conditioned and deep conditioned hair. You want your hair as strong as possible before you're going to use heat. Water boils at 212 degrees. This is relevant because most heat styling appliances go up as high as 400 or 500 degrees, so you want to have your hair protected. I choose to use Liquid Sunshine because it's good up to 410 degrees. It is the only product that I have used in the past few years when I'm applying heat to my hair, and I have never had any heat damage. So the point of how I blow dry my hair is to push the water out. I don't want to boil the water out. I just use medium heat setting, and I'm able to touch my hair throughout the whole process. You need to be able to keep the heat moving, and I've never experienced heat damage with this technique. I want you to keep in mind that if your hair is breaking off everywhere, it's all over the floor, it's all over your shoulders, it's all over the bathroom counter or wherever you do your hair, there is something wrong. You either need protein or moisture. If your hair is crunchy, you need moisture. If your hair is mushy, you need protein. And only you are going to be able to determine that, or go to a stylist. Don't DIY yourself bald. Make sure that you go see a competent professional if your hair is giving you major problems. So what you see me doing now is sectioning off my hair and my special crown. I must say that after doing the water-only hair washing method, my crown is so much softer and easier to manage. So now you see me sectioning it off and detangling, but I want to talk about detangling. It is very possible that we over-detangle our hair. You detangle your hair before washing, you detangle it while you condition, you detangle it before you're about to use heat. I mean, so much detangling. Guys, let's just work on not tangling our hair, putting it into position prior to styling so that way you have to manipulate it less. I feel that if we put our hair to bed, do enough of the right things, we will have less tangling. Because I personally don't experience a lot of tangling on a regular basis. If you are experiencing tangling, look at your regimen. Figure out what you're doing to contribute to that tangling, because your hair won't tangle on its own. There is something that you're missing in your regimen that's making it do so. Not being preachy or judgy, I'm just trying to give you constructive ideas on how you can reduce the tangling throughout the styling process. I use the blow dryer on a medium heat setting, and I keep it moving. You want to keep this heat moving. You don't want it to set in one place for too long. And I only keep it on medium heat because if you hold that heat still, water boils at 212 degrees, you can do the math. You can do heat damage, lasting long-term heat damage, and nobody wants that. So use warm air, not hot air. Work from your ends up to the scalp, and use kind of large sections. And I don't aim to have 100% dry hair, and you'll see why in a second. Here we go. I finished blow drying, but what I do is I put it up and I let it just air dry for a while, because hot hair doesn't necessarily mean that it is completely dry. And you do not want to go adding, this is 390 degrees of heat, to damp hair. Why? Because water boils at 212 degrees. That's a recipe for heat damage, and I ain't about that life. So this is me taking a section of hair. I put kind of a large section with a flat iron on it. I do a half turn and then pull it through to the ends. What's the obsession with super straight hair anyways? Take advantage of the fact that your hair is natural. It's going to have volume and body, and these curls are going to be popping. Maybe in my 20s, I used to care about having bone straight hair, but now I'm closer to 40 and I just can't sweat the small stuff. And to me, trying to keep super straight roots on natural hair, it's not a priority anymore. So, just to recap, Farrah Sue's heat commandments. Don't use heat on naked hair. Keep the heat moving. Use warm air, not hot air. Go from the ends up to the scalp. And remember that water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So let your hair air dry as long as you can, and I only use 390 degrees of heat, and I avoid my roots. Take a pen and paper, go back and write that down if you need to, but that is how I have maintained no heat damage on my hair for years and years and years of this same technique. If you go back to my earlier videos, kind of painful to watch anymore, but it's the same technique. So now I'm about to show you how I'm going to preserve these curls. I get these long roller pins in a pack. They usually have them at the beauty supply store. You can find them at Sally. They're super affordable. But what I'm going to do, since I'm traveling out of town, is take my hair in a section, kind of just like when you get a roller set. Take it, I'm going to roll the hair on my fingers down to my scalp. Then using that roller pin, secure it. I don't do it very tight or perfectly, and you guys know how I feel about putting bobby pins in the mouth. I just use my pinky to open it up, and then I secure my hair. So now that my hair is done, I still have to go out and about and be cute. So I'm going to throw on this amazing hair tie. It's a wire hair tie. I just put secure, et voila. My hair is done. I'm going to reposition some of these pin curls, but this is going to be me. So make sure that you follow me on my Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, and see how this pin curls, blow dry, flat iron, pin curl set turns out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that it helps you to continue on the path to healthy hair that you love. Please like, comment, and subscribe.